All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back, and today is our last day of the fear section of this devotional. So I am going to get an early start because we do have a guest coming on, and she is going to give us her perspective on a few of these questions for the last section in the fear section. So that's going to be exciting because I think that's going to be fun to get somebody else's perspective on breathing room. And she's got a lot. She does a lot. So I'm excited to hear what she's got to say. And you should be too. And this is not practice, so it's going to be raw. And that's what I love, is the raw. So let's get to the verse and the devotional part, okay? All right, so it says, it's coming out of Hebrews 4:12-13. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Ooh, okay. See, the word of God is alive. It is at work and is sharper. Oh, she just came in. All right, hold on. Hey, Deja.
Hey.
Good morning. All right, so I'm going to read this stuff, and then can you see the screen too?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see what I'm reading?
Yes.
That is so crazy. Okay, where I'm learning.
Me too.
All right, so I'm going to read the verse. It says, see, the word of God is alive. It is at work and is sharper than any double-edged sword. It cuts right through to where our soul meets spirit and joints meet marrow, and it is quick to judge the inner reflection and attitudes of the heart. Before God, nothing created is hidden, but all things are naked and open to the eyes of him to whom we must render an account. That's a little deep right there. So that means God knows all, right? And we can't hide nothing. Hey, sis, you look good this morning. Are you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit.
I feel it in my spirit. I'm just like,
Yeah.
feel it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and read the thing. You want me to keep you on while I'm reading this, or do you want me to take you out and then bring you back when it's question time? What you want?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. I just want you looking at me crazy while I'm doing it. All right, let me take you out real quick so I don't be stuttering. Okay. All right. So it says, I don't know about yours, but my lack of breathing room can come wrapped up in some pretty nice looking packaging. I can convince myself that saying yes to something is really the prudent thing to do. What with how helpful I am to God and all, I can even deliver a great explanation to those around me who are giving me the side eye. This isn't a long-term commitment. I'm just helping her out in a pinch. It would be rude not to go. It's not really that expensive if you think about how often I'll use it. Wow, I think I've used all those excuses. I think, Deja, you used all them excuses too. Every last one. Truthfully, I know, and God knows, and my side-eyed loved ones probably know too. By asking us to live with breathing room, God is offering us something better. He doesn't give rules because he wants something from us. He gives them because he wants something for us. Are you trying to justify something that you know you should say no to this particular season? Does wisdom whisper, not right now? But everything in you wants to pretend you don't hear. Trust me. Saying no for now, but not for always, is a great place to land. It preserves your breathing room and your integrity. We can trick ourselves. We can sometimes trick our people. But nothing in all creation is hidden from God's sight. He knows our thoughts and even sees the attitudes of our heart. We might as well drop the charade, right? Let's pay close attention to God's loving instruction and watch Him while He leads us to a place of peace with space to breathe. And so in my journal, I believe I'm getting better at saying no to clients. I used to feel like I would miss out or they would go somewhere else and talk about me. Now, since the Rona shut down, I realized that God provides, and as long as I seek Him and point others to Him, God always comes through. That's crazy. That's so funny. I really said that. So now we're gonna let you introduce yourself, Deja, because I put that you were the queen of extra, and I want to make sure people understand why I said you're the queen of extra, because you always be doing extra, extra
I can't help it.
balloons, extra everything. Go, girl. To let them know who you.
Well, I'm Deja Smith. Um, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have my own business, making custom creations. I cook. That's my passion right there.
It's good.
Um, yes.
How many
Uh,
babies you got, Deja? Tell them how many babies you got. 5 babies. So
Five.
she has to take care of 5 different personalities
Yes.
and
Yes.
herself
And my husband.
and the husband.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. And
Okay,
adding a business on top of that, it's crazy. It's crazy
right.
here.
So do you feel like you lose breathing room? Like, when do you ever get breathing room for Deja? Look at your
Um,
face. You're like, what's he talking about, sis? You know I
no,
don't
I don't.
know.
I don't get breathing room until I finally have that mental breakdown. Like, hey, I have to stop. I
Mm-hmm.
have to stop. And even when I finally make myself stop and take a break, I still find myself like, oh, well, they need this, they need that. Like, people are still coming at me, and I feel like it's my job to cater to them instead of taking myself.
Right, right. But how does that affect? How does it affect everything? Like, how does that affect like your work? How does that affect you being the best mom that you can be? Like, how does that, with you trying to take care of everybody, how does that literally trickle down? You know what I'm saying? Like, to everybody else. Like, what does that? What does that do for you?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say that it affects my kids and my family the most.
Mm-hmm.
It affects my kids and my family the most because I have to say no to a lot of things because I've made a commitment to to someone else, to my business, like you were saying about, I'm going to feel like they're going to talk about me, they're going to be like, oh, don't go to her, she,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
she,
not. Yeah, and they do. They do.
yeah, yeah. So I feel like, hey, I have to do this. They need it. They need these shirts. Their birthday party is going to be trash without them. I say that. I said
You say
that.
that out loud. You never say that out loud. You said trash.
But that's what I do.
I know. I be like, I know. I know. So I asked you, you said trash without it, sis, and you meant it. I felt that from my heart. So, and then so it says, how have you justified something in the past that you knew you should have said no to? How did you justify it? Like, what excuses did you give yourself?
Um, I would say, I mean, aside from the business, I would say relationships. And I think we all do that. And with us being women, we feel like we can change the world and we can fix people. So we make excuses for how people, why they are the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
And it it affects us the most.
Right, because then
Like,
you
let
have those, you
yeah,
have
let
those.
them be them, and you know, girl, work on yourself.
Right, right. But then, but if you think, you have a fix it mentality, right? Then you can't help but to try, if you see somebody in a bad area, to fix it, because you're like, oh, well, if you just do this will work, you know.
Yeah,
But nobody wants to. Sometimes you don't want to fix it, right? You know, like sometimes you want to, but you don't, because you're used to it. Do you think that's
right. Yeah, yeah, all the time.
because how I'm going to replace that, right? Like how I'm going to replace it. So then the last question, Deja, is who is often most affected and who ends up receiving the excuses? Who ends up receiving your excuses? I put myself and my son. He ends up, getting all the excuses on why we can't do something because I've decided that working was more important than him. That sound bad
Yeah,
out
I
loud.
know.
Yeah, that sound bad out loud.
Because I've done that too. I've missed some of my kids' sporting games. Um, yeah, my kids and my husband, like,
Yeah,
and they might say they understand.
but really,
They
they
they gonna bring it back up when this
later
shit
on.
hits them. They're gonna bring it back up, and it's gonna hurt. It's
Yeah,
gonna hurt.
because then you question yourself, like, am I a bad parent? Like, am I running from actually doing the parenting thing because I really do need a break and I don't know how to take care of myself? So I use work as a way to take care of myself, but it's not like I'm really just overwhelming myself. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
I think that's I think that's what I realized I was doing. I was like, I think I'm working to not deal. Not necessarily because I really want to work this hard. I don't want to work this hard. I don't. I just don't want to deal with everything. So you got a lot though. Like for me, I have one. You know what I'm saying? And you have 6 people. That's a lot to
And they
me.
all want to
I'm
play
impressed.
sports. They all want to do this. They all want to do that.
Tell you what they don't want to do. They don't want to dress alike. Don't do that no more.
Queen of extra right there. Yes, I dress my kids alike. We all wear the same colors when we out. Gang gang.
So that, oh my god, I'll never forget his face. But anyway, they let you know I don't want to wear this. We're not doing this. So, what advice would you give to somebody who is in the same shoes as you, who's a mom, who has kids, who even wants to start a business, you know what I'm saying, and then still be able, and a husband, and who wants to be able to do it all and do it to the best of their ability? Like, what advice would you give them?
My first thing is that you can do it. But you need to, you know, make sure you schedule and have enough time for
Mm-hmm.
everyone and everything, or else you're going to be having mental breakdowns.
Right,
And you've got to work on yourself first.
right.
You've got to work on yourself first, like, because if you're not ready, it's all like you've got to be the foundation,
Mm-hmm.
everything together. So, self-care, self-love first. Yeah.
Okay. I got you, girl. I do. I get it. So I don't know who is listening, but hopefully, whoever the replay viewers are, make sure you check out Deja Smith. And I'm saying Deja Smith, but I was going to say Made by May because that is actually her page, and that's where you can get with her in regards to custom made creations and catering that her and her mom do together. So, and they do a fabulous job. And they also help with like party decorations and stuff like that all together. So you're not having to go from one, um, like go to the person that does the balloons and then go to the person that cooks. You could get both at the same time. And so that kills 2 birds, 1 stone,
Yeah.
right? And you can even get your shirts made and little things for the party. So you're really killing multiple birds with 1 stone. So check out Made by May. And I wish that I would have had your logo, but I wasn't thinking about all that last night.
That's
Next,
okay. Hey, we live and we learn.
Right. Next time.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Deja for coming on, especially this early in the morning. And if you have any questions for her, get with her on her page and ask her some questions, because I know that there are a lot of parents out here that do want to have a business and be able to keep it all together. And she'll be able to be honest with you and let you know that there are rough days, and there are days you don't want to do anything for anybody, but you keep on doing it because that's your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Once
it's
you
crazy.
start making that money is
Right. Because you don't want that. So thank you, Deja. I'm gonna go ahead and pull you out the room, lady, and finish up for the section. But I appreciate you coming for real.
oh no
This was
problem. Thank
fun. I'm pretty sure you'll be back again.
you. Bye.
Bye. All right, you guys, that was really fun. I love her. She's so I love it. Anyway, so we are going to end with this statement here. And I just want to give everybody the reminder that, let me take this off right here. We've got to stop identifying. We've got to stop justifying being overwhelmed. I'm trying to get this thing off, you guys. I can't, because we've got our people need us, like our families need us, we need us, and so we've got to identify why we're justifying and then stop justifying. Okay, and so I just want to remind everybody that he doesn't give us rules because he wants something from us. He gives us them because he wants something for us. And I want something for you too, and you should want something for yourself, and that is to give give yourself breathing room. You know what I'm saying? Just give yourself breathing room. And so I really thank you guys for, and just remember, like, saying no now is is no for now, not for always. The opportunities will come back up. And it may not have been your season, you know what I'm saying? It may not have been your time to do these things that you let in your mind thought that you need to do. And there's a better way for you to do it, in a different way where you don't have so much on you at once. So I'm so glad that we ended with a special guest with fears, because we all have fears, and it is good to see that we are all human, and as long as we're transparent, we can transform each other's lives and give each other hope to be better. All right, so we're about 19 minutes in. Our next session is tomorrow, and it's really going to be a video of our start to time and how we're going to time manage our lives, and what we can implement to have better time management so that we can have our breathing room and have our family time. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for Jay's Morning Coffee. Hopefully, I get to have more guests. I'll have a cousin that I'm gonna reach out to, and I want to see if she could get on here. She does some great work, and I would love to have her on here because she is a single mom of one, and she does it all by herself. And so I want to see her perspective as well. I'm gonna have lots of people on here, you guys. You just wait, and then I'm gonna have to stop wearing this outfit and wear a real outfit. Just wait. All right. So have a great day. Thank you so much, and just remember to, in order to change what's going on out here, you have to change. You have to be the change. You have to be the initiator. Smile, wave, compliment, give love, because love is free to give, and everybody needs it. What does my cup say? It says it's nothing. Um, Everybody needs love and coffee. So thank you. You have a great day.